There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ohio State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Got his man quickly. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Behind the chains now on second and long. He wants to change this route. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Pressure coming. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good
good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. It's complete on the right side.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
To the air on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. This rivalry more than a century old, with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
Just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. In Illinois now, maybe they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. Listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's loose at the 15. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot him. It looks as if it'll be around the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. It's a running room. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll leave it with him. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Illinois experienced a resurgence under Brett Bielema a year ago. He's been at 3 different power programs, but this was his best season in more than a decade, guys.
And it seems like Bielema's got a recipe to win, and it's usually ground and pound. But how about this offense with Luke Altmaier at quarterback last year? Through the air, they became good and proficient and started to change the identity of Illinois, and who had a great season and finished with a big bowl win against South Carolina.
So a big key then is Luke Altmaier taking that next step this year, too, to really help out this offense, be more explosive and win games maybe some different ways, not always have to rely on running the football and playing great defense.
Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illini.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off-play action on first down. Got his man. On the move at the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking for space, it's Peoples. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
you know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got the quick pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Hand off to the lone back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Got it in the middle, it's Clement. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illabuck, guys, is a giant wooden turd.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live, living animal. That's why they changed it.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Slings it downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more snap coming before halftime. Now the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. There he goes! Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Rides to the back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Wide open spaces. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. Snagged in the middle. It's Clement. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Inside the 30. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Well, I did not have this in my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and he looks frustrated.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. It's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision. Been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's St. Clair. This time he's got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll go to the ground. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense aims. Got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Caught in the backfield. It's Arkin. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Now the pitch. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in, it's Clement. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
Now adjusting. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Here's the handoff. Hard running there. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. There he goes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try it over the left side. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Wide receiver going in motion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. They showed that here today, dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Oh, and that ball just inches away from being in every highlight around the country. That was an absolute bomb. Just couldn't quite get it far enough.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Arden. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0.